Good morning, students. Today's topic is aerosols. In aerosols topic, you will discuss about definition, advantages and disadvantages of aerosols, classification of aerosols, formulation of pharmaceutical aerosols, containers used for aerosol products, packaging of aerosols, and aerosol packaging applications. First, coming to definition, aerosols are also called as pressurized packages or pressurized dosage forms. Aerosols may be defined as a dispersed phase system in which very fine solid particles or liquid droplets get dispersed in a gas medium which act as a continuous phase. By the application of pressure, these aerosols can be release the medicament from the containers. So these aerosols are called as pressurized dosage forms. Next one, coming to advantages of aerosols. Aerosols are produces a great importance in the nowadays. They offer many advantages. By the use of these aerosols are convenient, easy to use, easy to administer. It may produces quick relief. The medicament can be delivered directly to the affected area, burns, skins or wounds. It minimizes the discomfort caused by the mechanical or manual application. By the use of aerosols, oxidation of product can be prevents due to absence of oxygen. By the aerosols, hydrolysis of products can be prevented. By the use of aerosols, drugs are given in oral inhalation forms, example inhalers. Sterility of the products can be maintained. It can be closed in a containers. By the use of aerosols, medicament can be easy to apply in the form of aerosols. Dispersed particles are having fine in state. By the use of aerosols, manual contact with affected area can be avoided. Aerosols can be given in oral inhalation form. It does not pass through the gastrointestinal tract, so there is a less the chances of decomposition. By the use of these aerosols, the drugs can be introduced into body cavities or body passages. Next one, coming to the advantages of aerosols. Aerosols are costly preparations. In these preparations containing propellants such as hydrofluorocarbons and hydrocarbons, in sometimes these are causes toxic effects to the persons. By the use of aerosols, it may produces cooling effect due to presence of highly volatile propellants. It may causes discomfort or injury to the skins. In formulation of aerosols, so many problems are faced by the industries. This is the solubility of a propellant. Next one, classification of aerosols. Aerosols are classified into three types: space sprays, surface coats, foams. First one, space. In this type of sprays, particle size is up to 50 microns. There are in finely divided state. Examples: insecticides, disinfectants and room deodorizers. Next one, surface coats. In this type of aerosols, dispersed particles are having coarse size up to 200 microns. This type of surface coat aerosol produces wet coat on the surface Examples: hairsprays, personal deodorants, powder sprays, and topical medicament sprays. Foam. And third one is foam. In this type of aerosols produced by the rapid expansion of propellants through the emulsion. In this form of aerosols, products come out in the form of a foam or froth. Shaving creams and vaginal products and also birthday sprays. Next one, pharmaceutical formulation of a pharmaceutical aerosols. Aerosols basically contains different types of components. Products. The main products of aerosols available in either solution, suspensions, or injections. Next one, major component is propellant, container, valve, and actuator. First one is propellants. These propellants are used to develop a pressure in the containers. There are two types of propellants can be used: compressed gases and liquefied gases. Compressed gases are not commonly used due to toxic effects. Examples: nitrogen and carbon dioxide. In nowadays, liquefied gases like methane and ethane can be used. Examples: trichlorofluoromethane, difluoromethanes, dichlorotetrafluoroethane, and difluoroethanes are commonly used. The medicament to be propelled may be either solid or liquid based upon their solubility. There are divided into two types: two-phase system and three-phase system. The medicament should be soluble in propellant or insoluble in it. Other additives used in formulation of aerosols: solvents, antioxidants, surface active agents, flavoring agents are used in formulation. Propellants, medicaments, and additives are, along with all form ingredients, are filled in a containers. Next one, based upon the composition, aerosols can be divided into two types: two-phase system and three-phase system. Two-phase system can be used in when a product is a solid which is insoluble in a particular propellant, either solid or liquid which is dissolved in it. This type of two-phase system can be used. In this type of systems, solid is suspended in a propellant so that aerosol system will have only one liquid phase and gaseous phase. Three-phase system. This type of systems are employed in case of product is immiscible with a suitable propellant. So these medicaments are dissolved in Postin liquid and it can be combined with suitable liquefied propellants. So these type of systems containing solid phase, liquid phase, and gaseous phase. So these are called as three-phase systems. Next one, containers. The most commonly used containers. Aerosols mainly contains four parts: container, valves, actuators, and dip tube. The parts present in a container, aerosol container, is actuator, valve, dip tube, and in the inside of the container contain propellant along with ingredients like solvents, surface active agents, suitable flavoring agents. It will contain two phases: liquid phase and gaseous phase. This is two-phase aerosol system. Next one, containers. In pharmaceutical industry, aerosol for packaging of aerosols, you will using metals and glass and plastics. In case of metals, most commonly used metals are tin plated steel and tin plated and metal and aluminum and stainless steel. By the use of glass containers, they are easily broken. By use of plastic, they are light in weight. These type of containers are withstand the high pressure. Next one, valves. By the use of valves, these aerosol systems can be easily opened and closed. Should be deliver the content from the aerosols in the desired form. There are three types of valves can be used in formulation of aerosols: continuous spray valve, metering valve, and foam valve. By the use of continuous spray valve, by the pressing of activator, expel the contents from the aerosols by activator. By using of metering valve, only a definite quantity of medicament can be expelled when activator is pressed. By use of foam type of valve, the medicament should be delivered in the form of foam or froth. Next, third one is activator. This activator is fitted on the valve stem. It helps in easy opening and closing of the valves. There are different types of activators can be used in aerosol packaging: spray activator, fine mist type, and foam type of activators. Next one, dip tube. In aerosol packaging, dip tube is made up of polyethylene or polypropylene. The dip tube should be extended almost to the bottom of the container to deliver the medicament from the bottom of the containers. In case of the contents of the aerosol container will not come out of it if the tube is short. If the dip tube is touching the bottom of the container, it will block the passage of liquids. By the use of dip tube, it conveys the liquid from the bottom of the container to the valve at the top. By the application of activator, it prevents the propellants to come out without dispensing the content from the packages. Next one, packaging of aerosols. There are two type of methods or two ways of methods used for packaging of aerosols: cold fill process and pressure fill process. The packaging process is mainly depending on nature of the product concentrate present in a aerosol. Based upon their nature of product concentrate, there are two type of methods can be used: cold filling method and pressure filling process. First one is cold fill process. This type of process is used most commonly. Used propellants are fluorocarbon propellants containing metered-dose aerosol products. In this type of process, lowering the temperature of the propellant below its boiling point. In this state, propellant becomes liquid at atmospheric pressure. In this state, active ingredient or concentrate or propellants are cooled along with other medicaments to low temperature about 30 to 40 degrees centigrade. Next one, the concentrate is generally cooled to below 0 degrees centigrade in order to reduce the loss of a propellant during filling operation. The chilled container is poured into chilled container and propellant is added. Sufficient time is given for propellant to partially vaporize in order to expel the air present in the container. After this process is completed, the valve is fitted on the container, which is placed into a water bath. The temperature maintained 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees centigrade in order to check the any leakages or strength of the preparation, and also strength of the container can be determined. The desired low temperature can be maintained by using in laboratory scale dry ice. A stone bath can be used if in case of large scale production of aerosols. refrigeration equipment can be used. Next one, pressure fill process. This type of pressure fill process is used for aerosols containing hydrocarbon propellants. In this type of process, the product concentrate is placed in a container and valve can be sealed. The propellant forced through a valve under pressure. After this container is immersed in a water bath at 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees centigrade in order to check any leakage and also strength of the container. It is essential that air present in the container must be expelled before filling the contents into the aerosol containers. Applications of aerosol packaging. Nowadays there are different types of applications are performed by the aerosol products in the form of spray bandages for application of drug meant for topical use, spray administration of drugs into the various body cavities and body passages. There are different types of drugs which are administered through by the use of aerosol formulations. Examples: local anesthetics, local antiseptics, local analgesics, and anti-inflammatory drugs. Perfumes are available in aerosol formulation. There are comes under spray cosmetics. Another type of compounds available in aerosols are spray disinfectants, deodorizers, and air sanitizers. Nowadays, use of aerosols are as a dosage form, particularly in the administration of drugs via the respiratory system. In addition to local systems, by the use of aerosols, they produces systemic effects. They are directly entered into lungs. They produce quick onset of actions and also produces quick relief. By the use of aerosols formulation, they are used for topical administration, spray bandages and spray powders. Thank you.